Welcome to Goat Screw Incorporated, episode number 4. My name is Michael Fouché, and this is my soapbox. I keep hearing a lot lately, how did we get here? How the hell did we get here? Mostly from my conservative friends. You want the answer? Simple. The left fights, conservatives vote. Stop and think about it. American conservatives tend to think in 2 and 4 year terms. We're always looking at the next election. Even the minute, somebody wins, our candidate wins or loses, we start the countdown clock for the next election. The left doesn't play the game that way. The left plays every day. They will win on Tuesday and start the next fight on Wednesday. They will lose on Wednesday and start the next fight on Thursday. They never stop. They are kind of like locusts in that effect. That's why you can see that in certain areas where the left has migrated into, they essentially eat out the substance of whatever area it is. Look at Austin City, Texas right now. Perfect example. I remember Austin City as a hell of a place to hang out and be entertained. I was down there when I was stationed in the military. It was a nice place. Wasn't batshit crazy, but it was a little quirky. Now it's batshit crazy, full blown. They've got California tent cities. The only thing they're missing so far is poop maps. On the right, we tend to think in those 2 and 4 year terms. All we're worried about is November 2022. All we're worried about is November 2024. No, no, no. Why are you focusing on national politics once every 2 to 4 years when local politics affects you almost on a daily basis? We're currently seeing a lot of information about CRT. This did not happen overnight. This is not a surprise. This is not something that just popped up in the last 24 hours. The left has spent 10 years putting this together. The left has spent a decade while you were playing video games or whatever the hell it was you were doing, or you had a business, or you were working with your wife, 2 kids, and a mortgage. I understand. The conservatives tend to have a busy, demanding life. The left, either they don't have a busy, demanding life, or they ignore the busy, demanding life to just make damn sure they get their way. Either way, it tends to work in their favor. It's like the whole notion right now that Joe Biden has a 62% approval rate. Why in the hell would you be surprised? I'm guessing 60% of Americans right now are getting green paychecks every so often from the president. It's hard to beat Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen. The only way you can do it is you take away the bag of toys. That's not up to me. That's not up to you. That's up to our elected representatives. Make better decisions when you elect representatives. Start local. Get to your board of supervisors. Get to your school board. I don't care if you've got kids in the schools or not. Your tax dollars go to the schools. Get off the damn couch and go to a meeting. They usually have them at least once a month. It's always posted online. And it's very rarely so crowded that you have to spend the whole damn meeting standing up. We're coming out of a hell of a year of COVID crazy. I'm now into 18 months. I had COVID in January of 2020, so it's been 18 months of COVID crazy for me. We shut down operations. I'm a self-employed contractor in the state of Virginia. We shut down operations before the governor did. 3 people lost their jobs. I lost a hell of a sight of income. Just now starting to get back up and running. During that time, I was busy fighting. I couldn't be out doing my job, so I shuffled around and I was busy fighting. I've been on Facebook and Twitter day by day. And I'm not talking about just, hey, how you doing? I'm talking about I'm taking it to them. I'm in people's grill. I'm making them sweat. I've been on the president's page. I've been on all kinds of media's page. I'm calling people out. I've got a history on Twitter and Facebook of calling out COVID as a hot flu over a year ago because I survived it and I know what it looked like. Get involved. If you're not a public speaker, fine. Write prepared notes and submit them for the record to your board of supervisors or your school board. If you're comfortable speaking in public, get your ass up there, sign up on the sheet, and do your 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever it is that's in your neighborhood. Pay attention. Pay attention. Don't just listen to their policy statements and the publications that the campaigns put out. Make sure what that candidate wants to do. Make sure that you're voting for somebody who actually does think the way you do and wants to move the ball in the same direction you do down the field. That requires energy, effort, and time. You have to make that commitment. If all you're doing is paying attention once every 2 to 4 years, you're going to get results like we've got right now. The left is paying attention on a daily basis. Now, are they paying attention to actual facts? Are they paying attention to correct information? No, they're not. If they were, you wouldn't have, 30% of the United States population currently believes that 30 million Americans died as a result of COVID. And if you're paying attention, you know that according to CDC, 32.6 million have had COVID and 624,000 died. They're paying attention, whether they're paying attention to accurate information or not. Your job is to make sure you've got accurate information and then go out there and challenge them. Do it politely, do it reasonably, do it in a humane fashion, but you have to be out there. You have to be moving the ball down the field. You have to be the one in your neighborhood, in your family, in your community that is correcting the idiocy that is running around rampant on the left. I'm not even joking about idiocy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about individuals who want to tell me that we're going to be more feminine in seeking a more gender neutral outcome. I'm sorry, if it's gender neutral, how the hell is it feminine? I'm paying attention. I can do math. I understand that words have meaning. Make sure that you remind them that words have meaning and point out their own stupidity. Again, do it in a fashion that fits you, but by God, get out there and fight. I'm also hearing this whole crap about, there's no difference in the parties. It's the same old, the machine picked the candidate, whatever it is. I don't care. I really don't give a flying rat's ass. You have a choice. I'm in Virginia, and so in November of this year, we're going to have our gubernatorial, our lieutenant governor, and our attorney general elected in November. Trust me when I tell you there is a difference. Terry McAuliffe is the Democrat candidate. By God, I know Terry. I know Terry from damn near 30 years of the Clintons. I know Terry. I also know Glenn Youngkin. I have to tell you, Glenn doesn't meet my needs 100%. But by God, he beats the hell out of Terry. If you're right of center, if you're even close to right of center, you damn well would prefer Glenn Youngkin over Terry McAuliffe. Get the hell off the couch and vote. Get your friends, your neighbors, your family off the couch and get them to vote. If they're not registered, walk them through it. If they're haven't voted in the last 5 years, get them to commit. Take them with you. Tell them, schedule it now, write it on the damn calendar. Get them an absentee ballot. Whatever the hell you got to do to make sure that they do. Ladies and gentlemen, politics is a participation sport. The right just is now discovering this. The left has known it all along. And I tell you this, you don't vote, you don't bitch. Thank you.